Well, I'll tell you what, that was a pretty darn good race, and here we are after the flag, Tanner. You still got a pretty good picture up right now. I'm sure it's showing live. RT-76 was up there for just a moment, man. That was a hell of a race.
I'm back. I just can't get my camera to work.
That's okay. You take your time. I've got a bunch of drivers. We're gonna bring them all in here. It's a ton of them. Let's see how this all shakes out.
What a race.
It was something else. We've got, let's see, who do we have? We have the 87 of Austin Edstrom, the 41 of Don Kilrow, the 48, Dylan Banks, the 3, Corey Sherman, RT-76, the man on top tonight, sitting in here with us, Stephen T, the number 2, and Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Those are our drivers, and gentlemen, it was mostly tame night right up until
Up until it wasn't. Yeah.
What do you well, we're gonna do this how we normally do it. We're gonna go right in order. Corey Sherman, you were sitting next to me. How did the
Hi.
night go? Let's see, you finished in 12th.
Yeah. I didn't like the car at all tonight. I didn't like the setup at all. I was struggling all night and yeah, got 12th.
Okay,
Beat
well,
a
now you
race
gotta
car.
stop talking because you're not next to me anymore because Dylan
Oh, okay.
he just passed you. And he's not even paying attention. That's terrible. Dylan.
What's
Hi, buddy.
up?
Hi. How are you?
Oh, you got past.
You got past the 41, kicking it on. I was pulling for you, Dalton. I called your name.
It's
If
always
anything, it's my
something
fault.
different. No, it's not your fault. It's not yours.
Okay,
We had
cool.
a good green flag run going, and then it went to crap from there. So.
And it was a big one, man. Like people were piling in on that one.
Oh, I'm not even talking about the restart. I'm talking about before that. The
Oh.
caution that happened before that's what really derailed everything. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you have to expect that with long green flag stages like that. I mean, I expected it. I just didn't know when it was going to happen.
I didn't expect it from the person who brought it out, but
What happened? Who brought it up? What happened?
I think y'all know.
I just got back. I really don't.
Hi, Tanner. All right, Dylan, let's go right back to you for just a second.
What's up, buddy? What's up?
You got a 6th place here tonight. You won the modified division, so congratulations to you on that.
That's big to bounce back. That's big for him.
Should have been a lot better. People didn't drive over their fucking. Drive over their heads.
Yeah. Was that a result of short track racing, or was that just?
No, just
par?
idiots being idiots.
I think if anything, what happened there with Dylan getting wrecked was a product of guy didn't have any other choice to try to win the race and figured he'd be able to hold on to it for the 15 laps that there was in that run. Which, again, if that caution before that didn't come out, that situation wouldn't have even happened.
Yeah, I've been fine.
It would have been between me and Dylan.
Yeah, I've been fine with that.
Yeah, I probably would have gotten moved out of the way, but I would have much rather had that happen than what did happen.
I'm sensing some frustrations going on. Corey,
just tad.
Yeah. I believe that you were the caution before all this happened.
Oh, is it? You're blaming me for your shitty race, Dalton? I didn't run in the fucking back of you.
This is after the flag, baby. Let's get it.
I never said you did. I said you brought out the caution.
Oh, I'm sorry. I lost it. I was struggling all night. I was running 16th all night.
Is this like a podcast or something? What's going on?
Hold on, Austin. We'll get you.
Yeah. Dalton's crying because he got crashed.
Okay, now we can get
I
you.
can turn on my camera too. All right, boom.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit! You went right to the lead.
He comes in and makes an announcement, don't he? Turns the camera on right in the lead. That's funny. Is a podcast something?
Howdy.
Man.
What up?
All right.
Much how y'all doing?
Let's see.
Just listening to Dalton, Kilrow, and Corey Sherman.
Austin Edstrom in the 87, finishing 3rd tonight.
Yay.
It's a good run, no?
Well, it should have been a lot better, but I completely threw the race. I mean, I haven't had race winning pace in BPL since Dover, or maybe I won one after that. Oh, Michigan. That was it. And today, I mean, I feel like I was the fastest one there. Richmond was one of my best tracks, especially long run. I mean, passing Banks whenever he's got the clean air 40 laps into a run. I don't know if anybody but Cody's done that all year or so.
Right.
And you did it on the outside.
Well, I couldn't do it on the inside. I tried, man.
Yeah.
You can't get off the corner at all at Richmond whenever you're on the inside on the old tires. So I was like, I just got to throw it around the outside and see if I can make it stick. And it just finally worked. And then, Jamie had a little bit better tires than me after that. I was able to short pit me right on my bumper. But then I had 2 lap fresher tires than him, and right on his bumper coming out of pit road with 60 laps to go. Like, that's a guaranteed win, having 2 lap fresher tires at Richmond. And I, obviously, Eric blinked or somebody blinked in the middle of one, confused both of us, I think.
He just stayed in it too. He stayed in it after he blinked, and y'all threw out. He let it. I was like, "What is he doing?"
I was just like, "Oh man, what in the world do I even do in this moment?" I was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna go to the bottom. I'm gonna be so shallow. I'm just gonna brake early and give the spot back to Jamie because in my mind, I wasn't gonna pass him until 20 to go. Like I was like, whatever. I'm just gonna save my tires." And I still just missed my braking zone. I don't even know what to tell you. I just a lack of talent going into 3.
Well, you went in really shallow. And
yeah, you're so shallow. You
straight up. There was nothing you could do there.
I couldn't tell you how hard I was turning my wheel. It was ridiculous.
Tanner, how was your race? Are you
great,
mad at
buddy.
anybody?
I'm not pissed at nobody. I'm pissed it didn't keep going. I thought we were escalating, and then it just died down.
Yeah.
I thought the argument was building, and I felt the intensity building, and then
I shut it down.
I don't even remember what happened though. Honest God, it was a long race. That was a long race. Y'all got done fairly decent tonight in a fairly decent time. Y'all stayed green for.
It's about the only good thing about Richmond.
All right, they just got.
There's so many laps. It's such a short lap time that just goes by like that.
Yeah, last lap.
Was what about old RT76, Corey?
Oh,
what about old Rick?
Yeah.
What about that, Corey? My goodness gracious. He did it.
He's ready for next week. He's gonna win that bracket.
I picked him with 16 to go, and I got the broadcast as a receipt. And I don't normally pick, but I just went out on a limb. I just feel it. And then calamity happened.
Thanks,
though.
Tanner.
I'm sorry. I didn't think it would happen the way it happened. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, we're gonna skip by RT76 for just a second. Stephen T, it was good to see you out on track. You don't see it very often anymore, bud, but a solid top 5 finish for you, 4th spot.
Any race that I can get and actually come run a race, I'll take it. I mean, it's just I'm not running for points this year. I'm just trying to have fun and just try to make sure I still can do these every so often.
Still got it.
We're just so busy right now at home. It's just I do what I can, and the first 20 laps of the race, I had my 1-year-old sitting next to me on the stroller. So, so playing dad duties while trying to drive, and I'm like, car's freaking sideways off the corner. I don't know how to drive it, and just I've never liked how these cars drive. So,
I can totally imagine the 1-year-old just laughing as you're trying to save the race car.
Oh yeah, he thought it was funny. And then he also threw all the goldfish on the floor. So,
naturally,
I mean, I was
like
kind of online. I was kind of online for about like a 10th place finish, and then just all the crashes happened. I managed to get lucky on one of the crashes, ended up in the top 3, and then just I did what I could as far as like trying to keep the power down out of 2, and I just couldn't do it because I figured if I can at least stay alongside Rick on the getting to the backstretch, I think I would have had a shot. But it wasn't meant to be.
Wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, speaking of wasn't meant to be, TBB.
Man, that's cold.
Well, I mean.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't even think of it that way. Good grief.
He was up there, and then.
Hey, got him a top 10. I think he still finished ninth, I believe.
No, he did. I got the
yeah, so that's a good night.
Still. But, I mean, it was so much more. And
yeah, it could have.
All jumped right out.
Yeah, what could have been. I mean, as far as actually when the green was out, we were racing. I actually was executing, but the other stuff I was not executing at all. Like slid through my pit box once, then sped on pit road, then
that's what you said.
And then topped off. I shouldn't have done that because I just put me even further back. And then missing all that stuff at the end, restarting second, and just lost it off at 2. Kind of been the story of my year, but still got a top 10 out of it somehow.
There's a lot of people out there that would kill for your year right now.
Yeah.
And just a lot of missed opportunities and close calls that could have been resulted in better results. Wait, I mean, you're right.
I always want more. That's a race car driver right there.
That sounds like the MFRD story right there. Close calls and just not being able to capitalize on some luck.
Looks like
so
have luck updated already, so let's go ahead and take a peek at them. No surprise, Chris Carroll's still up top. Dalton Kilrow in second, Ping third. D's still in fourth. And then from third on back, it starts to really get tight.
The big story is below the cut line.
Edstrom, we're going to get there too. Taylor Butcher Benjamin up to 7th spot. Cody Heinzman falls 2 back to 8th. Ty Morosco falls 2 down to 9th. John Perkins, Corey Sherman in 11th. Rick Thompson bounces hard up into the 12th spot. Philip Van Vliet falls 1. Chris Berg in 14th. Larry Bell in 15th. And here's the big shakeup because Amanda Sherman finds herself sitting in the bubble. And Jason,
I will say I do have some info. Chris Berg is not going to be there next week.
Ooh.
So he could get jumped.
That's a big one.
That's a good possibility. He does get jumped, absolutely.
Or at least according to Dustin, about 10 minutes ago, he said Chris Berg's not going to be there. So I don't know if that's going to change, but
the 2 drivers behind him are 25 points. Yeah, that's huge.
And I know Bauer's been averaging 28 points a race or something like that. So
and you have to count it down to Bauer, so another 7. So 2 points that he has to give up to Bauer.
Berg had a lot riding on this race too, because I was riding behind him for a while after I sped on pit road. He was making his way through the field, but on the long run, up to like 9th, and then he throughputed.
Yeah, so he wrote me and said he lost power. Yeah. So, three recent races, he's either throughput due to internet or lost power. That's the 3rd time in like 4 weeks.
Not to mention, if you remember, I think it was Atlanta. Like he had a wheel, or not Atlanta, Rockingham. He had like a wheel issue and couldn't even start the race.
Right. Remember, he's won a race this year. He was up in the points thing pretty good, but it just shows you. I mean, a few bad races and you start free falling.
Plus, I think he also has dad duties as well.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that leads us all to the guy on the bottom left-hand corner, RT76. Rick, hell of a night for you here tonight, bud, and you have launched yourself up pretty good here in the standings. It looks like you're pretty much a show in for the Championship 16.
Yeah, I took a little while to get up here, but I feel pretty good. I feel like I, got the momentum. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what everybody else is complaining about. I thought it was a great race.
I will say, if you look out in chat, I don't know if you are or not, but looks like you have yourself a new enemy until post Kansas.
Oh
yeah, I mean, I'm just a look.
It would be, I think,
going
right back to the bracket between you and Cody.
Yeah, that's true.
So
the bracket buster.
Yeah,
the bracket buster. That's what you need to put on your hood. The bracket buster. Instead of underdog, it needs to be bracket buster.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed it ain't already on there, actually.
It'll be on there next week.
There you go. I like it. Put a big target on your back bumper too. That'd be great.
I think that win. I think this race win just did that.
Yeah, I think you're right, Tanner. All right. Let's see. I know there's some controversy that's sitting there ready to explode if I let it, but I'm not gonna.
Where? Who has controversy?
Him and everybody.
Do say names.
Don's pissed at the world. I'll just put it out there.
It was his race at one point, but it was a lot of people's race at one point too.
But you know what? If you've never screwed up in a race, then you can have something to talk about. There ain't a single guy out there that can go that way.
I'm a little upset. Dalton helped me win that Michigan race on that last restart. So I was just gonna repay the favor. So I took out Jamie and myself. And
See, you
handed it
made
to
that
Dalton,
joke, and I told you to shut up because there was still 50 plus laps to go, and the race
Right.
wasn't over. And then I proved myself right.
I couldn't have tried to help my teammate more than that. I mean,
I've been that person before, called out, joking, I'm gonna wreck somebody and then wreck them.
no.
It was after it already happened.
After I wrecked him.
It was like 15 laps
okay.
after the restart from there.
Wow.
He was like, man, this is just payback for Michigan. I'm like, dude, there's 35 to go. Shut up.
Oh, like started the second stage, so I started right behind Austin. He's like, Taylor, you better right hook me right now on this restart. And I didn't do that, and he ended up driving to the lead.
The start of the second stage, he went 4 wide twice.
I was like, well, I missed my chance.
Yeah.
So into 3 and 4, I didn't realize we were going to be 4. I thought it was going to be 3. Somebody made it like 4 at the same time, like it was 2 wide.
It was right. It was 4
like,
tight.
You split
tight
2
4.
wide.
It was, well, no, I went way high. I went to the wall.
Yeah.
I don't even know how it stuck. But I mean, I got lucky because all those guys were on old tires. Like if the only reason that restart worked, and I tried it later whenever everybody was on 4 tires, that restart only worked because everybody had worn stuff in front except for Dylan and Jamie, and they were right in front of me. And I was like, I just got to get past them on the restart. That's the main goal. And just through 1 and 2, they all get stacked up behind the slow cars, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go way out here because there's nobody to slow me down up here. And that's the only reason why it worked. I mean, if we were all on equal stuff, no chance.
Do you know how pissed Discord would have been tomorrow if y'all would have wrecked there, bro? Discord would have been so hot in the
I
morning.
would have caught a lot of slack.
You would have had. They would have been shitting on you, dude. It would have been bad.
It would have been worse than when he made Fred quit for a little bit.
Yeah, it probably would have been.
We didn't. I was pissed about that. We didn't give him a whole lot of shit on that. Just a little bit.
I think that was a lot of miscommunication, and I was frustrated in the moment too. So like, I didn't.
It was you being an ass. It wasn't really miscommunication. You were just an ass. But
I'm telling, dude, in the MFRD chat, I was telling them, I was like, guys, I promise I'm not like trying to say this was like egregious or anything.
Right.
It was just like unfortunate the way it happened. But my tone definitely didn't come off right. But today, 1 and 2 was fine. 3 and 4, yeah, if it was 4 wide, which it was, I watched it back on the broadcast. And when a wreck happened, I would have gotten roasted over the coals for that one.
gained 6 spots in 2 corners.
Hey, it worked. It worked. That's all that matters, right?
Oh, whoops! Excuse my language. It stuck. It fucking stuck. It was stupid.
Hey, Tanner, we've already broke the language.
Yeah, I know.
Like it's been probably 10 minutes since we broke that.
Right.
Yeah.
Dylan, where'd you finish?
6th, I think.
6th.
Oh, okay. I knew your car was destroyed, so I didn't know if you ended up getting a decent.
Before we wrap up, how many points is Dylan out now? 553. 33. Ooh, Rick Thompson. I just looked at the points. You know how many total driver points you have?
Oh no.
666.
Yeah, I saw that too, but I wasn't going to bring it up though.
Oh, I had to bring it up. That's not something you let simmer. Rick.
Yeah.
I would let someone else do it.
Well, sadly, it was me.
All right. So
I have to get another 50 next week then.
there you go. We're going to start shutting this thing down, but before we do, next week, the last week of the regular season, man, it's Kansas. So let's go ahead and get everybody's take on Kansas real quick, if you can. Austin Edstrom.
Oh, I can't wait. Fantastic race. Full different grooves. That's going to be, you don't have to worry about the dirty air too much. Most people are going to, it's going to gradually go up to the wall. But that's going to be a fantastic race. I can promise you that.
Dolan?
I echo Austin. It's going to be a good race, and I just want something to go right for once.
Hey, Corey, don't wreck, Corey.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Jesus, Corey.
I'll do better.
Just try to do better, okay?
I'll try to do better.
Don't lose
We're not
traction
mad.
again.
We're not mad. We're just disappointed.
Yeah,
There
just
it is.
disappointed.
There it is.
Sorry,
First time.
disappointed you, Dalton.
This isn't the first time you've disappointed me towards the end of a race, Corey.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I wasn't trying to disappoint on that one. I was trying to win.
Dylan?
Let's go.
Let's go. All right.
Hell yeah.
Corey?
I don't think Dylan makes the playoffs.
Oh.
Shit.
Wow.
Jeez.
We're Amanda's practicing all week. He's done.
What was the deficit, Dalton? You said 33 points?
33.
Yeah.
33.
So if Dylan gets max points, I think Amanda can't get over like 30. Maybe.
So we're talking like
Have to finish
13?
outside the top 10.
Yeah, like 13th on back, maybe.
Well, I'll tell you, she's already locked into practicing, quote unquote, all week.
She gained 5 spots just by 5 spots tonight just by staying on track. Just keep turning laps.
Plus, I feel like it's going to help Amanda that it's a mile and a half. And
I
I feel
do.
like she normally when she puts in the practice and she's got she's used to the track, she can run up there with just about anybody.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mile and a half. You'll see her in the top 7, and that's how many it shows on the black box, right? She'll pop up in the top 7 for fastest lap in
like,
practice.
Oh my God, there's Amanda.
Right. Yep. It's like, what the hell? And I end up looking like, Amanda's faster than me, dude, just because she's fast that week.
All she needs to do is flip the switch in her head that she can keep pace with the guys, and then yeah. Anyways, let's see. Tanner, I'm going to ask you next week, final race of the regular season. What do you see? Any big surprises?
Dylan Banks makes the playoffs, and RT76 wins the bracket.
Ooh!
Wow!
Oh, there's old.
See, Tanner. Here's the problem. You got to say Cody's going to win the bracket. Then it's going to happen.
Wait.
Wow.
You got to put him at the underdog. He's just a bracket buster now. He's not even underdog. This win, he lost the underdog.
God damn.
Just bracket buster.
That's like 2 things. All right. Write that shit down because we're coming back to it next week. Rick Thompson, next week. Thoughts?
Yeah. Don't normally like the track.
But,
shit,
Rick.
No, but I
have.
He's going to give the track the Amanda.
Give me a second. I don't normally like the track, but I usually finish well at the track, and so
good save. Good save.
Yeah. So I am looking forward to it. Honestly, I think it's going to be a really good battle between me and Cody. Cody is definitely going to give me all I got, but I honestly. If you told me I would have beaten Jamie last week, I probably wouldn't have believed you then either. And so, I mean, I got to keep believing, right? Let's keep the streak going.
That's what Journey said. Don't stop believing.
Don't stop
That's
believing.
right.
I was literally about to say that, dang it.
Stephen T, are you going to be able to join us next week, or are you going to be off?
I ain't got a clue. I mean, it's usually it's a game time decision every single week, but Kansas is a really fun track. Can't wait to rip the top. And a really exciting points battle shaping up here, and just I don't know. I mean, like, you know, Dylan's been on fire, but Amanda's shown a lot of speed this year, so it's gonna be I mean, it'll be definitely worth tuning in for.
Absolutely, I think so too.
I bet Steven will be a few thousand feet up in the air.
I'm not typically flying on the weekends anymore. It's just
you don't watch VPL when you're up in your plane.
Well, the cell service isn't as good up there, so.
How are you going to fix that, brother? Come on, now, it's 2024.
Yeah,
Starlink.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lagoon. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's all right. One last driver, TBB.
Yeah, like what you guys are saying. I mean, Kansas is a really fun track in general, and just a lot of different philosophies on how to go fast and make lap time, and a lot of side-by-side action, and put on a good show.
Okay. I'm going to do one more thing. I wasn't going to, but Cody had to open his big mouth, so here we go. He's taking notes of doubters, so guys, we need to let him know if you're for him or with him next week in the bracket.
Who you got for the bracket?
Who we go? Austin.
Well, whenever I was looking at the broadcast earlier, I was reading some of the chat back, and Cody was doubting my tire saving ability after passing Dylan, so I'm going to go with the big fat doubt button.
Okay, one doubt. Dolan.
Shots across the bow. Oh my God, he's so ugly.
Use your words.
He is so ugly, bro.
Hey, I don't try to act like a damn Barbie doll. Give me RT76.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
That's 2-0. Here we go, Dylan. Now remember, this is
Dylan sounds like he's in the clouds right now.
Come on. let's not forget it.
Yeah, you want that rig, boy?
I'm gonna take Cody.
Boy. That's the difference between a 3 carat and a 4 carat right there. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't even sitting in the seat right now.
What? You guys talking about?
Corey, who do you got?
I don't know what's going on. I got Cody. It's his favorite track, so.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Y'all might have
I get a mulligan.
Soon. Tanner, you already spoke up. Rick,
I need a
if you don't
mulligan.
vote for yourself, that's no bueno. But I'll let
of course
you say
I'm going for myself.
That
of course.
Stephen T, even if you're not here, who do you got to win the bracket?
You can. I don't know. Let's Dylan. He's racing for his life. Cody's pretty
no,
comfortable in the
Dylan's
playoffs.
not in the
Dylan's
bracket.
not in
It's
the bracket.
Cody Heinzman and Rick
I don't know
Thompson.
who's in the bracket.
Okay, so
Cody
it's
Heinzman and Rick Thompson.
And Rick Thompson. Yep.
I'm gonna say Dylan's not gonna beat him next week. Let's try again.
Don't be mad at me, Cody.
Dylan
Cody,
was
oh.
in the brackets at all.
I just remember last year that everyone thought Rick Thompson was going to be out of the first round of the playoffs, the second round of the playoffs, third round of the playoffs, and he
We
kept
did. Our team did.
So,
Our team
there we
chat did.
go. Exactly.
Our team chat
I love
did.
it.
Yeah.
I love
And,
it. Keep doubting it. Keep doubting it.
I do remember last year I was voted to be out of the first round of the playoffs, so you just never say never.
Okay.
That's funny.
And how'd
You
that
mentioned
turn
that.
out?
Mr. Champion.
You guys pay attention to race chatter way too much. We don't know what the hell we're talking about.
God forbid we tune in.
TBB.
Hey, it's for the ratings.
TBB.
Well, man.
I need you to bring in the entire season stats. Everything you got. Who is going
On my
to win?
analytics, I mean,
Big
now
brain.
that you mentioned it, I forgot that Rick was, people were voting against him last year and saw how far he got, and he's riding the wave of momentum. I mean, Cody has obviously shown a lot of speed everywhere, but like you were saying, like nobody was expecting Rick to make it this far into the bracket. And I mean, last week at Chicago, he didn't just lug into it. He finished third and earned his way in the spot. So I don't know. I think I might go with Rick on this one.
Okay.
What you sipping on, Corey? What you sipping on? What was that?
West Cork Irish whiskey. Amanda brought it home. I guess one of her customers gave it to her. She doesn't like whiskey, but I do.
Oh.
All right. So Cody, you can go ahead and rewind this after. Get all the detractors, put them on one list.
What did you do, Rick? Made a list? Didn't you have a list, Rick?
A list of all the detractors?
Yeah, from last year. Didn't you have a list or something?
I did at that point. I've thrown away that list.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I remember when people doubt me.
I like what Cody just
that's
said.
You're probably going to win because I said that Cody's going to win.
And watch it be a photo finish for the win between Cody and Rick, not just for the bracket, but for the race itself too.
Hey, Kansas was a photo finish last year in the Xfinity car.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how about Larson and Busher? I mean, closest finish ever.
True. I was thinking BPL.
What year was that?
Yeah, I was. So yeah, you lost.
That's fair.
All right.
I mean,
Stats is statting.
Stats is statting.
It'll be fun no matter how it turns out.
There you go. That's what it comes down to. At the end of the day, everybody needs to remember that it's a sim. We have fun with it.
It's a game, Chris. It's a video
Chris, how
game.
do you guys do?
All right.
It is a game.
Cool.
Chris, how do you guys do?
Anyways, have yourselves a really good night, everybody. My ass is going to bed. That's how I did.
Been a long day, huh? Been a long day.
Long 3 days. That's it. Take care of yourselves and each other. Have a great night.
Yep.
Race Chatter Sunday at noon.
All right. If we're muted, I hope we're fucking
thank you,
muted.
Jerry Springer.